Hey, my name is Christine and welcome to today's video where I'm basically going to be cleaning out my freezer of some things I want to get rid of and cleaning out the pantry of some things that have been sitting around and we're going to use up and get rid of them. So this is a what's for dinner, clean out what I already have style video. And if you like those kind of videos, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe maybe and hang out for future videos. Let's get cooking. It is time. Oh my gosh, it is so full. Oh my gosh. For tonight, let's get that out. Stew meat, I love it. We're gonna use up the rest of these Rhodes rolls also. Oh yeah, carrots, I see you, I see you. Yes, how about some onions? I think so. Oh. We can use that. Okay, rosemary. Shallot. Garlic. Potatoes. Yes. Tonight's freezer clean out, we're gonna make a beef stew with rolls. Cannot wait. You know why? Because, do you see that snowstorm? It just feels right. To get started on my beef stew, I have in this container just a little bit of flour, maybe half a cup, 3/4 of a cup, and to my flour, I will add garlic powder. Pepper, I'm gonna use this Alpine Touch, Montana's special spice pepper blend, and some of this salt. Maybe I'm gonna say a teaspoon of each, but I'm really not measuring, honestly. A good amount, because this is gonna be where you're gonna flavor quite a bit of your meat, and the flour will dilute all of the stuff you're putting in here, but I want a nice thick crust with the flour, and it will also help thicken the entire stew. So I have my Le Creuset pot back here. That's a 9-quart, I believe. It's pretty big. You can get a cheaper brand, but if you do want to ask for a Christmas present, it's a really great quality pot. About a teaspoon of pepper. All of my stew meat will go into this to coat with flour, and then we will sear it in my pot, probably with some bacon fat. I find bacon fat to be an excellent fat to just cook with on a day-to-day basis. And sometimes people ask why I use kitchen gloves or food gloves in the kitchen. A lot of it is so I don't have to wash my hands like a million times in the kitchen. Especially when you deal with things like raw meat, it's just easy to keep things sanitary if you have a glove and then throw the glove away. It says 1.44 pounds, so about a pound and a half. It's a touch frozen in the center, but that'll be okay. Let's have it like this, and we're gonna coat it, all of the meat like this, and then when we put it in our pan, pick it up like this and kind of shake off the extra, and then drop it in. Go do that now. Once it is seared, I will add 2 bay leaves and 4 cups of beef stock or broth. I'm gonna do water and bouillon. This stuff will work just fine. Bring this to a simmer and let it simmer for 1 hour. And while that goes, we will chop up the rest of our vegetables. This has simmered for quite a while, so it is time to add my veggies along with my rosemary. So I have all the onions, the shallots, rosemary, garlic, carrots, celery, and the potatoes are in the sink. So hang on a second. Here come the potatoes. And if you feel like you need to add a little bit of liquid, no problem. Like this looks a little low on the liquid to me, so I'm gonna add enough just to cover it. Just water, like that. We're gonna bring this up to a simmer and let this go for 45 minutes to an hour or until everything comes together. You do wanna taste for salt and pepper a little bit later on. It just occurred to me, I didn't add all of the ingredients. It's been a really weird day at my house. You can probably hear my mom is on the phone. She is here, she is like here, living here. She is in this room right here. You also add some ketchup, like a tablespoon or 2 of ketchup, a tablespoon or 2 of, okay, listen, There's a lot of people that say a lot of different ways to pronounce this. I have heard people say Worcester sauce. I have heard people say Worcestershire sauce. I've heard people say Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Shusha sauce. You don't really know the right way. If you have some A1, that's a great thing to add right now as well as we get it simmering with all the veggies. So I'm gonna add like 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of the Worcestershire sauce. I don't know how to say it right, you guys. Okay, that's gonna go in like a tablespoon or 2 of that. And I think I want a little bit more pepper. So I'm gonna bring this back over, do a little sprinkly dink. A 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, I'm gonna stir that in, bring it up to temperature, and then now it's gonna simmer for 45 minutes, an hour. I'm hoping for it to go a little bit less because I'm starving. I usually let it simmer for an hour, feeling like I want it to go faster today. And I'm so tempted to taste test one of these rolls right now, They smell so good. I'll see you in a little bit.
Speedy, are you about ready for dinner too? Did you just get a haircut?
While I'm waiting for that to finish simmering before we eat, Speedy could say hi to you guys. This is our dog. Speedy has been a member of our family since 2016. He is a toy poodle and he is a rescue. I think he was kicked because he doesn't like quick noises, quick movements, or feet. Weirdly enough. He's gotten better as time goes on, and I bring up Speedy right now because we're about to eat dinner, and today's video is sponsored by Solid Gold Pet Food. Solid Gold was actually the first holistic pet food company in America, started way back in 1974. Solid Gold is passionate about supporting the immune system through proper diet, which can help pets better fight environmental allergies. Solid Gold is passionate about gut health because a healthy digestive system positively impacts the immune system and overall wellness of pets. For over 45 years, Solid Gold has revolutionized the holistic pet food category, and they have a recipe for any dog or cat's dietary needs, including whole grain, grain-free options, wet food, and supplements like sea meal and 100% human-grade bone broth for dogs. Speedy has always eaten kind of weird. Like, I always left the food out for him to just come and eat whenever he wanted. But when I switched to the Solid Gold dog food and then added the meal topper, I think that's the key, the bone broth meal topper, it softens the food just enough so he can really get in there and eat it. So I think the flavor of the beef bone broth on top of the smaller dog food has been such a change for Speedy. He eats way more at dinner, so hopefully he won't be quite so skinny. He's very, very small. To save 30% on select gold products, go to solidgoldpet.com/FFM. That's solidgoldpet.com/FFM to save 30% on select Solid Gold products. If you have a dog or cat that you would like to help support their gut health and nourish your pet inside and out, remember solidgoldpet.com/FFM. Save 30% on some select products. And thank you once again to Solid Gold for partnering with me on today's video. Everything is soft and I think we are ready to go. Time to dish it up and feed the family. And just as a reminder, I am feeding 7 people now instead of 6. I think we'll have plenty in this huge pot. Hello, welcome to No Makeup. We're doing house projects and I don't know what we should do for dinner. Thought I would just like jump in the freezer, jump in the pantry, and see if we can find anything to throw together really, really fast. Okay, freezer, what do you have here for me? Nope. I was thinking about, yes, these, and that won't be enough for my family, so I thought I had another bag of that. Yes. We have a meat, kind of. Now let's look for some sides. You have a problem?
Yeah. It got stuck there and then this went up, like it hit.
That's it, okay.
All right. Chips? Maybe not. Bars? Maybe not. Things behind? Cashews, is that weird?
I found these in my mechanical room downstairs and I figure, let's just heat these up. What's the date? 2019? They'll be fine. Seals are good. No problem. And I just got these on an Ibotta deal for like 40 cents a can. Chicken nuggets, chips, green beans. Yes.
editing Christine here, I wanted to let you know that the incognito like chicken nuggets were disgusting. My kids hated them. Like they choked them down because they're awesome like that and we don't waste food around here, but they were not good. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. Do not buy them. Yuck. I have a ton of bacon in my downstairs freezer from the discount store from several months ago. It was $1 a pound and I got a ton of it. So I decided to cook up 2 packages and I just have BLTs. So easy for a dinner, so delicious. My kids love sandwiches. That is a zucchini relish that you see me putting on my sandwich right there. Why can I not cut through that? What am I stuck on? It's a piece of the bacon. Won't cut. Night for dinner, I'm starting with my side dish because I just got my imperfect foods. No, wrong place. Misfit Markets produce box. If you want to know how to increase your vegetable intake into your diet, you don't really know how to do it, just take a bunch of vegetables that you like, mix them up on a sheet pan, add some oil, and then seasonings. In this one, I have the rainbow chard that I chopped up and washed in my salad spinner, the broccoli, 1 full container of the cherry tomatoes, and 2 bell peppers. So that is everything I have on here. I have it on a piece of parchment paper. So let's go pick out our oil and seasoning for this. I don't want to use mom's pecan oil. I have like, what's this one? Mom, this is a infused Arbosana extra virgin olive oil. Arbosana? What is that? Can you smell that and tell me what it is? It was a gift from one of my subscribers. Oh. Spice cabinet. I feel like this would be a really delicious blend. This looks amazing. I think we're gonna do this one. I just wanna make sure and see if there's salt in it. I love that they have the percentages here. Onion, a little bit of sugar. I do not see salt in here, so I am going to add salt to my veggies as well. This is literally how I roast basically any vegetable in the oven and also how I cook them in the air fryer. So I just put a whole bunch of random assortment of vegetables, sprinkle some oil. Your most basic is salt and pepper and you can stop there and they really will taste good. But if you want to venture out a little bit, you can do a spice blend like this. I picked this up at TJ Maxx or Ross or one of those. You can do it just like this in the air fryer as well. I actually prefer it in the air fryer, but I had so much on this pan, I knew that it wouldn't fit in there, so I went ahead and did it in the oven. And then next I am mixing up some soy sauce. This is for some salmon. So I have soy sauce, equal parts brown sugar and soy, and then 1 full teaspoon of Uncle Tony's. It's a Cajun seasoning that I like to use a lot. Whisk all that together. This is actually Haley stirring this up. You like her nails? And then we put it on top of some salmon. Okay, our main protein for the meal is going to be this salmon that my mom brought with her from her house, and it was taking up room in my freezer. So thank you, Mom, for the salmon.
I don't remember that.
It was,
You stole my salmon?
it was 2 weeks ago when you brought all those coolers.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Here we go. Well, you're gonna enjoy too because you're eating it. Put this on our salmon and then we'll bake it in the oven for about 10 minutes at 425. I also made a salad of all the veggies that I got today in my box. I had some leftover Rhodes rolls and croissants, so I got those out. A bunch of salad dressings. Here is the salmon. I just pulled it out of the oven. And here are all the veggies. They look so pretty. There, some rolls, and some salad. You guys are always in the weirdest spots. I'm in the freezer, in the kitchen. I'm pulling out my ingredients for dinner tonight. These have been staring at me. So we're gonna get out these meatballs to thaw for a little while and put something together. Come on, get out of it. We'll just let those sit. This is a 6-pound bag. I probably have maybe 1.5 pounds left in here, and we are gonna make one of my kids' favorite things, basically an easy meatball stroganoff. I can't even say it. And we're gonna get these meatballs out of my freezer. I'm pretty excited about it. Here are a couple of the other ingredients, some heavy whipping cream, sour cream, beef broth. I like to serve this over egg noodles, although you could do, I guess, any pasta. You could do rice, you could do mashed potatoes, it's whatever. We just like the egg noodles. Take this and cook it in a pot with some olive oil on the stove. So here's a pot right here. This looks clean. There we go. And in case you were wondering, I do not have a new microwave yet. I ordered it, it's not here yet. Some Olive oil, look. And add all the meatballs and just cook and kind of stir them around until they are cooked through. Then we will add the rest of the ingredients. They got a little dark, but that's okay. We will deglaze with 2 cups of beef broth. I'm just using the powder because it's easy. And we will simmer that, and we're gonna add some spices as well. I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning. I'm not measuring this, I don't know, a teaspoon-ish, and a little bit of black pepper because my mom will not be happy unless there are overwhelming amounts of pepper. So maybe a half a teaspoon there. We'll just simmer that until the meatballs are like warm and hot all the way through. We'll add the rest of the ingredients and get our water going for our pasta. My meatballs are about done. I will add 1 cup of sour cream and 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. So let's not spill that. Oh, that was close. Weirdly satisfying to watch that. Sour cream's in, and if you have cream cheese, you could do like a half a block of cream cheese if you want some tang. I don't have any, so I'm gonna leave it out this time. We're gonna let this all kind of come together. My heat is pretty low because I don't want my heavy cream to curdle if I get it too hot. If it looks a little dry, you can always add more beef broth. But right now we're basically letting this come together and then cooking our noodles. Getting ready for the noodles. I actually like to undercook it just a little bit. Let it soak in the sauce. So this is a pasta pot, so I'm just gonna hold it like this for a second to get all the drippy drippies off. I'll link this pot down below if you guys are interested in a pasta pot. It's Cuisinart. Thought it was a pretty good deal on Amazon. And I'm just gonna right in there like that. You just wanna coat it all the way. And I'm gonna turn the heat totally off and put a lid on and just let the noodles soak up all the liquid over the next 5 to 10 minutes as I set the table. That's it, easy peasy. It's literally one of the easiest dinners to make. Why don't I make this more? The kids love this.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe it's because of the meatballs. I don't typically keep meatballs in my freezer, so I don't think about it. You should, if you've got kids, you should give it a try. It's a huge hit with my kids. And then if it's too thick, you can add more beef broth. If it's too thin, you can add more sour cream and just let it soak up the sauce a little bit more. And then you can serve whatever you want on the side. Salad, green beans, peas, corn, nothing. You could just eat it like this. I have a little bit of salad left over from yesterday, so I'll pull the salad out. And then I'm probably gonna have the kids eat apples and maybe a yogurt on the side, just because I have a lot of them and they need to be eaten. Completed dinner. Here is the stroganoff with the noodles that soaked up all the sauce right here. I have a little bit of leftover salad. I sliced up pumpkin chocolate chip bread to go on the side. All the kids are getting some sliced apples, and then they all have a yogurt smoothie. And for dessert, birthday cake, because today's my birthday. If you want to try out Solid Gold pet food for your little fur baby to save money, I gotta go. Okay, let's try that again. Go to solidgoldpet.com/FFM to save 30% off of your order. Thank you guys for joining me today. I will have recipes for items that I do have recipes for down below in the doobly-doo. That's it. See ya. And happy birthday to me.